Greetings one and all, how's everyone doing? Welcome to Cast Iron Wednesday. Even though I shot this last Saturday and today is Monday where I'm shooting this portion because I didn't record the intro. I must have double punched the record button. It happens. Oops. I've been making American Goulash for the first time. Never had it. I've never made it before. I've done sort of a bachelor version. Basically just, fried some ground beef in one pan. Boiled pot of macaroni in another. Maybe had some leftover veggies if I had any at all, and just kind of threw it all together and stirred it and ate it. So, but this is, I'm going to be cooking everything in one pot. I've already mentioned it, but it's one pot meals this month for Cast Iron Wednesday. And I do apologize in advance. I'm very, very sorry. Some of the camera footage is very unfocused. I do apologize. There's nothing I can do about it at this point. I must have bumped the focus, or the lens wasn't on all the way. I don't know what the deal is, but the camera focus is god-awful in places. So I'll put the recipe in the description. And again, I do apologize about the camera focus. So if you want to bail at this point, I wouldn't blame you. But I'm making American Goulash, and I'm making it with Costco meatballs, just because I wanted to mix it up, and it kind of sounded good. So. Meatballs up. Add the meatballs, or some of them, because my cutting boards get full. Another half. Add some seasonings here. I've got just a little bit of Uncle Steve's shake left, so I'm going to use that. When I say little, I mean very little. It's already empty now. Got a little paprika. Fortunately, I forgot to get garlic. Thought I had another one in there and I didn't look. Add some oregano. Should add a nice flavor. And I got a little cumin in here because I like cumin. Pretty tasty. Never wants to come out though. wasn't recording. So I'm making this with Costco Italian meatballs. And yeah, so let's get the. Well, I'm not organized today. Alrighty. I'm going to be adding a can of chicken broth. There's going to be a lot of liquid in here because I'm going to be also adding pasta. 1 can of ready cut diced tomatoes. Wow, brain fart. A 24-ounce jar of marinara sauce. Put a little water inside. Clean the can. There we go. And I'm going to be adding one of these Knorr bouillon cubes to this as well. Give that a little extra flavor. Alright, I'm also adding a can of white beans. I don't think the camera's going to show that. Basically because I got the idea to do that because my buddy Matt, the old Florida boy, was in the hospital with some abdominal pain, and he was saying more fiber is the trick. So I thought, well, it wouldn't hurt to add a little bit more fiber. So I looked up on Google Maps. I looked up on Google, and the highest source of fiber was beans, navy or white beans. So I got white beans. They'll add a nice contrast to the goulash. And there we go. I'm going to let that come up to a boil. And then I'll bring it back. Alrighty, she's starting to boil. I'm going to let this sit and simmer at a medium temp. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit for about a half an hour. Just let all the flavors mingle and do its thing. I forgot to mention this month's cast iron cooking challenge is 1 pot meals. So, yeah, just like I said, not very organized. But now it's simmering, and then I'm using the Italian meatballs, which might sound weird, but it might be really good. I won't know until I actually take a bite. There's some mushrooms in there, white beans in here. I'm going to add the pasta when it's done. Hopefully it will be good. Alright, so it's been 30 minutes. I'm going to add 2 cups of elbow macaroni. Give that a stir. You can see a lot of liquids burned out of here, or boiled out, evaporated, what I meant to say. Alright. Might turn it up just a little so it actually boils the pasta. Normally I would have just cooked the pasta in a separate pot and then moved it over, but alright. Smells really good. Nice deep tomato smell. Alright, I'll bring it back in a few when it's hopefully a lot closer. We'll see how she looks. Alrighty. I've been making sure to come over and stir it pretty often so it doesn't stick to the bottom and burn. I'm really just waiting on the pasta. It I'm going to taste it here in a moment. See if the pasta's done. Just making sure to keep it moving. I'll just grab one. Oh yeah, I'm going to call that good. It's just slightly al dente, but as it sits in the hot broth, it's going to keep doing its thing. Oh yeah. What I'm going to do, I'm going to kill the heat and actually just move it over to a non-working burner. I tell you, those 2 little tastes I just made, that's really good. Alright, I'll give that about 5 minutes to sit and mingle. I'm going to dish some up and eat it for dinner. Yum. Man, this is going to be really thick when it's cool down. Gonna have a nice big bowl of this goodness. I don't think I've ever made goulash, but I've made like a bachelor's goulash, where it's like you just boil a pot of pasta in a separate pan, you just brown up some ground beef, and you just throw a bunch of stuff in, and you just stir it all together and call it good. Alright, gotta add some cheddar cheese to the top. I think it's like a rule, at least it's my rule. A little bit more. Alrighty, should probably try a bite of it without the cheese. So just dish it right out of the pot. Here we go. It's probably gonna be 100 degrees or 100,000 degrees. Oh man, that's good. Even without the garlic and the bay leaf, you know, because I forgot to buy it. Dope. I think it came out pretty good. Now we're taking a cheesy bite. It's good with the meatballs. Where is it? Oh. I've actually got some Texas Pete hot sauce at my desk where I'm going to go eat while I'm watching a video that Sugar loaded up. So, I already cleaned up on my dishes except for the pot, so I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll try to put the recipe that I found from foodwishes.com in the description. I had to variate mine a little bit, but you know, sometimes that's just what you got to do. But it tastes really good, really good. So as always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Have a great Wednesday. Have a great week. Peace out.